We're back with Tilman Fertitta. He's the author of Shut Up and Listen and the owner of over 600 properties in 36 states and over 15 countries. All right, so before the break, I asked you the same question I asked Oprah. What's the one thing you want that is not for sale?
What is the one thing I want? There's really nothing that I really want. I mean, we all see things we'd like to buy, but and just because you're a billionaire, I still get up just like everybody else. I still look at a price tag on anything. I think it's too expensive. I don't buy it.
Which is a business principle, isn't it? It's a business principle.
It's just people think, oh my gosh, he has money fall. A lot of it is in your net worth of your business.
Okay,
and
look,
your
Tilman Fertitta, I'm just
team.
saying I'd be out there buying everything.
No, no.
You get a car. You get a car. You get a car.
It's funny, but you really don't, and so there's really nothing out there that I would say. Because if I had to have it, I would sell something else to buy it if I really wanted it. But I really think the Rockets finished it off for me.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
Really finished it off for me.
Or you could do the beauty pageant answer and just say, world peace. There you go. All right, let's go through some of the principles.
Maybe buy Miss Universe or Miss America.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Section 1, hospitality. And you touched on that earlier. It's just like, just take no out of your vocabulary. And if it's something that's easy enough for you to do, that will get you a customer for life.
It's so easy, and it's something else I preach in the book. It's free to be nice, and people say to me, "Gosh, do you ever get tired of taking pictures or doing this or being nice to when people come up?" And I go, "Absolutely not," and I don't go hide from it like a lot of other people and say, "I want to have dinner in a private room." I mean, I've been so fortunate, and yeah, absolutely, and. It's free to be nice and just take no out of your vocabulary.
Does it help if I go down to the Bentley dealership and say I know you?
What's so funny is that I probably at least twice a week get a text from a general manager from somewhere, the dealer. Oh, this guy's in here and he said that you were said to give him a good deal or whatever. Or he's trying to get a party of 20 in the Mastro's in Beverly Hills. He says he knows. I've never heard of the person.
Yeah, right. Okay. Well, I got proof. We're on tape. Okay. Section 2, you'd better know your numbers, and that is really everything, isn't it?
And if you're going to be in business, or even if you're at home, and everybody needs to know their personal finances, and that's knowing your numbers. This is my budget. This is what I can spend. This is what I can't spend. And everybody has to be disciplined when it comes to economics. Yeah. And if they're not, you're going to get in trouble. But it shocks me the people that go into business, and I tell people all the time, okay, y'all are going into business, okay? Let's just use this because it's really an elementary example. Y'all are going in business. All three of y'all work in the kitchen. So who's going to run the front of the house and who's going to handle the financial side? Well, if you go into business with somebody, find people that don't have the same talent as you. And people make that same mistake all the time.
Oftentimes, I feel like if they're good in a skill, like the hairstylist who says, I'm done with this place, I'm opening my own place, okay? Or the chef who says, I'm going to open my own place. What you do in that skill set is not necessarily the same as the skill set of business. You got to understand that, or like you said, hire somebody who does.
I cannot tell you how many general managers or executive chefs I've lost because people go to a particular restaurant of mine and they say, God, everything's so good, I'll hire this general manager because he's the one making it happen, and go open a restaurant with them. I get 80% of them back because we're a system, okay? And it's a support team of almost 1,000 people in that corporate office over there helping all this run right. But people don't get that. It takes a lot to be successful.
Yeah. All right. The 95-5 rule.
I preach this constantly. I spoke at Walmart Saturday morning conference Saturday, and they loved this. 95% of everything is right, and I don't care if it's walking in your own front door at your house, or you're going shopping or you're going to a restaurant today. I tell all my general managers, before your shift starts, walk outside, stand in the parking lot. Do you have cigarette butts or candy wrappers or whatever in the parking lot? Do you see a burnout light? Do you have a dead weed at your front door? Are there smudges on the glass? I can pull into a restaurant or a retail establishment's parking lot, and I can tell you what kind of operation they have inside because how they take care of their outside. Yeah. And you can apply that to your own house. I'm going to look for the 5% that's wrong because 95% of everything is right.
Okay, seize the opportunity. Sometimes people will sit there and go, I don't know if should I? I don't know if I should, and the opportunity bypasses them.
100%. I would probably say, if somebody said, what's the one reason you've been successful? And I would say, I always seize the opportunity. I always knew that this was an opportunistic time. And I'll tell you, I've always made sure, and I tell people this, you borrow money when you don't need it, and you build capital when you don't need it. Because one thing about it, when things are going good, you forget they're ever going to be bad again, and when things are bad, you forget they're ever going to be good again. And I always know things are going to get bad, and to me, and my company knows this, if you work for me, that's when we eat the week, okay, when things are bad. And so you make sure you have the capital to make those opportunities and do those acquisitions in weak times.
Have you ever been scared doing it?
No.
No. Okay.
No, well, I'm just not. That's just what I do.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
just
well,
what
fear
I
is
do.
one of the things that is a stumbling block for a lot of people.
No fear.
And I want to wrap up with, my husband worked in your restaurant a kabillion years ago, and he said one thing that he learned, because he owns his own company now, is how to be respectful also as an employee. He made a mistake, and he ordered a flounder for a table that said, we didn't order this, and he said it was expensive back then. He made $24 that day, but the flounder cost him $19. And he goes, you know what? I thought, well, if I'm going to pay for that flounder, I'm going to eat it. So he sat under the light for about an hour, and he said he finished up his shift, and he went and ate it, but he said it always stuck with him that he wanted to create a respectful atmosphere for his employees, and hopefully that they would return the favor and be, as a family, working toward a common goal.
Does he tell little white lies? No.
No. He bought his flounder that night. He felt bad. No, he felt bad that he made the mistake.
No. That was very nice of him. Because all my others would say, that's your problem.
Sorry.
No. That's why you married him, though, because he's so special.
You see, he's just so sweet. But no, he did. He felt bad that he made a mistake because his thought process was, that's costing the company. So just I think sometimes we forget as employees.
Gosh, most people trying to take it out the back door or some flounder.
But anyway, Tilman, thank you very much for stopping by.
Thank you. It's great to see you again.
Great to see you again as well.